Hello everybody and welcome back to Quin Quest. Quin Quest of course is the series where I take $100 boxes of nickels like this one right here, go through the rolls in the box looking for interesting and valuable coins that I can use to fill in these collection books. Now guys, I hate to do this, but I've actually been keeping a little secret from you for the past few months. So as the story goes, about 4 months ago, I walked into my bank, purchased this $100 box of nickels, brought it back to my apartment and opened it up, and I was shocked at what I saw. As it turns out, this is no ordinary $100 box of nickels. When we open it up here, we're going to reveal what's inside. Take a look at this right here, guys. This is something that you don't typically see in your everyday nickel roll. What we have right here is known as a buffalo or Indian head nickel. These were minted from 1913 up through 1938. You may find these in your pocket change, but it's a pretty low chance, and they typically turn up for me about every 2 to 3 boxes. Now it turns out, guys, that actually we are able to get the date off of this coin. Even though it's kind of tough to see, you can sort of make out a 2 and a 0, which means this is going to be a 1920 Buffalo nickel. So finding a Buffalo nickel is a phenomenal start to any box, but when you combine that with 2 other possible enders, you have what is going to be absolutely a great box. As you can see, guys, these are looking a little older. We can't see the date on them, so they kind of still have a little bit of mystery to them. I'm going to guess that these are pre-1964 and remind you that we keep anything before 1960. So hopefully those are going to be keepers, and even more hopefully they will go into the collections over there. So now what I'm going to do is open up these 3 coin rolls live to get this box off to a good start, and then we'll go ahead and get into the rest of it, and I'll let you know what I find along the way. Alright, so we're going to start this one off with our title coin here, the Buffalo Nickel 1920 Ender. Just a magnificent view of that coin right there. Really nice shot up close, and like I said, guys, these don't pop up often, especially on the ends of the rolls. So I'm going to be really careful to open this one live and let you guys see that ender come out. I'm hoping to get 2 buffaloes in this roll if possible. That would be absolutely amazing. Never done before on my channel, but I know that it has been done in the past. Alright, so there we go, guys. We got the roll open, the 1920 right there. Let's flip this over and see if we're going to get a mint mark, guys. If we do, it'll actually be a lot more rare than if we don't have a mint mark on the coin. As you can see by looking at the low mintage Buffalo Nickels list right here, a 1920D or 1920S would land us in that area, but a 1920 plain would not. So there it is up close, guys, out of the roll now. Let's go ahead and flip this over and see if we're going to get a mint mark. 3, 2, 1. Alright, guys, so it looks like we don't have a mint mark on that coin. If we did, it would be down there below the 5 cents on the very bottom of the coin, in between the E and the C, but I don't see any marking there. So it looks like this one's going to be a 1920 plain. Still, that is going to be going into our collection today, and a Buffalo Ender you really can't be mad at. So that is just an awesome coin to start off this box. Now let's go ahead and dump out the rest of this roll and see if we're going to be able to get any more interesting coins out of this roll right here. Alright, so far that first half came out. It doesn't look like, I don't really see a whole lot. Still struggling to get the second half out there, but there we go, guys. We got them all on the placemat, and looking for pre-1964 typically. Also looking for 2009s. If you take a look at the placemat here, you would know exactly what we like to look for, and if you're new to the channel, I would definitely suggest looking that up on my website at quinscoins.com. So it looks like we do actually have a pre-60s coin right here, along with that Buffalo Nickel. It's going to be a 1957. Flip that over to see a mint mark, and it looks like we actually don't have a mint mark. On the 57, that is better than a 57 Denver coming out. So I'll put that one to the side for sure, and then just a brief scan here to see if we missed any other old coins. It doesn't look like it, so we'll go ahead and get on to the next one. Alright, so here we go, guys. We have one of those older looking enders. Like I said, this is probably going to be pre-64, but I can't say for sure because we can't see a mint mark on that coin either. So we'll go ahead and open this one up, pull that ender out, and see what we're going to get for a date on that coin. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab it off of the end here. It's the rightmost coin, and it looks like we have no mint mark there, so we'll go ahead and flip this over to see what the date is in 3, 2, 1. Okay, 1964. So like I said, that one was looking like that sort of look that you get when you get an older coin. It typically kind of ends in 64. So we don't keep those, unfortunately, but we'll definitely go ahead and get on to the next coin in the roll and see if we're going to get anything else here that's worth looking at. All right, guys, right off the bat, right there is a 1950 52. Now these are definitely coins worth looking at, because if you look at the lists up here for key date and low mintage Jefferson nickels, we have a 1952S appearing in the low mintage range. So if we get a 52S, that's going to be a low mintage coin. Definitely one that you want to look out for. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to get, guys. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, guys. We got it. A 1952S. It's actually going to be in that low mintage range, and it's the second, actually the third good coin out of here, not counting that 6457. So that is just awesome, guys. 1952S. Bringing it back over here, I actually saw another old coin pop its head out right here. The date is showing 1946. And so let's go ahead and flip this one over, guys. This is a great box already. And see what we're going to get for a mint mark. 1946 Denver. Definitely not what I was expecting. Let's take a look at those lists once again. It looks like the 46S would have landed us in the low mintage, and I don't see 46 Denver anywhere. But I will definitely take that. Much better than the 46 plain. All right. So let's take a look at the rest of this roll here, see if we're going to get any more old coins coming out. Once again, looking for those 2009s as well. We actually still need a 2009 in the collection, so I'm definitely looking out for those. I believe it's the Denver that we still don't have. But guys, I'm not seeing anything else old in this roll. It looks like most of it kind of showed its head early on there, and that ender didn't end up being anything for us. So we have one more ender here. Let's see which one. Right there. That is going to be, I think, a pre-64 coin. Hopefully, it's not going to be another 64, though. So let's go ahead and take a look. Once again, it's going to show up on the rightmost side. So I'll just pull that coin out of there. And let's see what we're going to get for this one, guys. Once again, no mint mark. Go ahead and flip it over here in 3, 2, 1. And it's another 64. So I guess that's what you get for getting a Buffalo nickel on the end. You get cursed with 2 1964 enders that trick you. But anyways, guys, let's get into the rest of this roll. Let's see if we're going to find anything else. Also want to remind you that we do find Canadian coins in these rolls, and I do collect the Canadian coins. I have a Canadian coin collection over there somewhere. So we'll definitely be on the lookout for those as well. Like I said, though, guys, hopefully we're going to get more Buffaloes out of here. I've seen some really great coins so far, and you've seen them with me. There's a 64 right there. This one looks a little bit older. 64 again. Okay, so I don't know if this one's going to produce a whole lot. Here's another chance. It might be our last. Let's see what we're going to get on this one, guys. And it's a 1970. Alright, guys, so I think that is going to be it for that roll. I'll go ahead and get on to the next one, and I'll let you know when I find something else. Alright, so before moving on to the next roll, I thought I'd show you this because this is super important for the series, guys. We are on our 8th box now. It's getting really hard to find these coins that we still need in the collection, but we have 2 right here from the first 3 rolls. So if we take a look, guys, as we showed you before, the 1920 Buffalo nickel, and then right here, that 52S, it turns out we actually needed that in our Jefferson nickel collection. So if we open this up here, right to this page, we have pretty much every coin on this page, but that 52S is still empty right there. And this coin is going to be filling that hole, and that is so cool, guys. We only have 4 more coins on that page. Now, if we go over here to the red book, we can actually see the exact mintage on the 1952S is 20.5 million. So it kind of just squeaked in there into that low mintage range, but I will definitely take it, especially if it fills a hole in the book. Now coming down here to the 1920 Buffalo nickel. We have our Buffalo nickel book right here, 1913 to 1938. And you're going to notice on this one, guys, it is super, super sparse because, like I said, they don't come up very often. This is $700 worth of hunting, and we only got 3 of them. Now coming up here, the 1920 comes in at 63.1 million, and that is the coin that we have. We didn't even have to apply nick a date to find the date, which is always a great thing. And if you look over here, just to show you for reference, 1920 and 20D and 20S rather are 9.4 and 9.7 million. So it was quite a bit more likely that we were going to get that one, but always hopeful for those less common coins to pop out. All right, guys, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get on to the next roll, and I'll turn the camera back on when I find something good. Okay, guys, that didn't take long. I'm on the very next roll right now. Just spread these nickels out nice and even so that I could see what was going on in the roll, and it's time to play one of my favorite games when it comes to nickels. Literally, guys, this happens very seldomly. We saw it actually happen in the second roll, but right here we have a reverse and we actually have an S mint mark, especially guys over on this part of the country. I'm in Michigan here. We don't get these S mint marks very often. And so that is going to be a great find regardless of the date that pops up. But as you can see here, if we take a look at our lists once again, a lot of the coins that show up on these lists end up having S mint marks. So we definitely have a shot at finding a really good coin here. Let's go ahead and flip this over and see what we have in 3, 2, 1. 1953, guys. Let's take a look and see if that's on a list. Yes, it is, guys. 1953 is also in that low mintage range. Another great find. This is going to be an amazing box. Might even have to be a two-part series. Now, checking the book here, it looks like we already do have the 1953S. We still need the 54 and the 49S on that page. But once again, another low mintage coin, another S mint coin added to the pile. All right, let's go ahead and go through the rest of this roll since we have the camera on and see if we're going to get anything else out of here. So that's a really nice looking 65. I'll go ahead and throw that one to the side just for a second here and keep going here to see if we're going to get any more old coins. Oh, look at that. That is going to be a really nice shiny looking 1959. And flipping it over to the back side here. Once again, in great shape on that reverse, but I don't see a mint mark, so that's a 1959 plain. Very cool to see that one come out. I actually didn't even register that as an old coin at first, but after looking at the date, of course, I figured it out. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for that roll, guys. I'll go ahead and turn the camera back on when I find something else. Okay, this might end up being one of my best boxes ever, guys. The very next roll, and I already have some older looking coins. I just know, just looking at this, you might be able to see this already. That's going to be an old one, and it may be surrounded by a couple of others as well. So let's just go ahead and get over to that coin now. I see, what's the date going to be on that one? 1953 once again. Let's see if we can go for an S here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 1953 Denver. I will take that over the plain any day. Looking at the lists over here, though, it doesn't look like that is going to be in the low mintage or key date range, but I will take that one, put it to the side, and let's go ahead and see if we're gonna get any more in this roll, guys. I don't even know. Maybe I should just keep the camera rolling, go through each one of these rolls live, because it looks like every single roll is coming up with something. Okay, so coming down to the end of it here, don't see too much going on, and I think that's going to be the end of it, guys, so I'll go ahead and get on to the next roll. Alright, so surprisingly, the 6th roll didn't have anything in it, but we're on the 7th roll now, and I'm seeing something right here that I think may be a war nickel, possibly. I see a nice darker edge right here. The war nickels, if you don't know, were minted from 1942 up through 1945, and they're composed of a different metal composition. That's why they have that different tone. And 35 of them happens to, or 35% rather, happens to be silver. So they're definitely a nice sought-after coin. Let's go ahead and pull this one out and see if we're actually going to get lucky here and get a war nickel. What do you guys think? Let's take a look. Okay, so it's just going to be a 1981. So busted on that one. I actually thought we had a good chance there. Let's go ahead and spread this one out and see if we're going to get any old coins on this roll. Let me know, guys, if I miss anything, especially those 2009s, which seem to evade me so much, and I think it's because I miss them every once in a while. Here we go, guys. Right off the bat, 1947 pops out. Let's go ahead and flip this one over and see what we have for a mint mark. Look at that, guys. 1947S. I'm pretty sure that's going to be either a low mintage or a key date coin. Let me go ahead, put that one to the side, and check the collection here real quick and see if it's going to go in. Nope, it doesn't look like it, so we do already have the 1947S. But that's awesome, guys. I'm going to flip the placemat over in a second here to see if we are going to be getting a low mintage coin on that one. All right, let's go ahead and go through the rest of these now. I do see a Canadian over here on the end, so we'll get to that in just a second. Let's see if we're going to get anything else old, though, before we get to it. Oh, there go the rolls. Down like bowling pins. Alright, these are looking really shiny over here, but I don't see... Let's flip this last one. Nope, nothing else old. Alright, so here we go. We got a Canadian coin right here. Let's go ahead and flip this one. They actually flip a little bit differently. 1999 is the date. I'll go ahead and pull the collection out here so we can take a look and see if we're going to need that 1999 in the collection or not. I actually have no idea what I need and what I don't in the Canadians. So Okay, so there it is, 1999. It looks like it's already filled in. So we'll go ahead and get on to the next roll, guys, and I'll let you know about that 1947S. All right, so just gave the placemat a little flip here. Taking a look at the low mintage Jefferson nickels, it turns out that the 1947S is in that range. As you can see, guys, there's lots of S mints in both the key date and low mintage range, actually more in that low mintage range. So if you get an S, chances are that it's going to be one of those low mintage coins or even better. 1947S right there, a pretty good looking coin as well for its age, and unfortunately that's not going to go into the collection. We already have that one, but I'll definitely be putting that one to the side and make sure to make a note of that. Now guys, while I have you, we may as well go through another roll here. I don't know, that one looks a little old, but I don't really have any high expectations for it. I just figured we'd open up another roll here just in case something comes out. Seeing some interesting color right here. We'll go ahead and pull this one out to see if it's anything. Nope, just a 1991. Looks like it's maybe had some water damage. It's a little discolored there. All right, so right off the bat, I'm seeing a Canadian right there. And we'll go ahead and pull that one out. I don't really see anything else. So once again, another one of those designs. 1998 this time. We got to pull out the Canadian collection and see if we had that one, because I don't remember once again. All right, so 1998, it looks like we have that one as well. Okay, so case closed on that one. Guys, it doesn't really look like there's going to be a whole lot in this roll. I guess I'll just search it just for the heck of it because we have the cameras on now. There's a 69, 64. Of course, I'll go back and look for 2009s as well, but don't want to waste your time flipping over all these modern looking coins. So it looks like that's going to be it for that one, guys. I'll go ahead and get on to the next one. So things have kind of slowed down here a little bit. The last two rolls didn't have a whole lot, except for right at the very end, we were able to pull out this nice old 1939 Jefferson. That's actually just the second year that these Jefferson nickels were produced. Unfortunately, this one is just going to be a plain date, and these are quite a bit more common than the 39D and 39S, which, as you can see, are both in the key date range. But the 39 plain, contrary to popular belief, is actually not super uncommon. But anyways, guys, I wanted to stop on this roll right here because I think we may have another chance at a war nickel right there. You can see that one definitely stands out, even more so than the other one that we tried for. So I think this is actually going to be a war nickel. I give it maybe a 50% chance. Let's go ahead and pull this one out by the edge and see what we're going to get here, guys. Is this going to be 35% silver or not? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. It is not. 1978 is the date on that one. You can see it's discolored. I don't really know what caused that, but that one definitely tricked me. All right, so let's see if we're going to get anything else in this roll. It looks like I see something right there right off the bat, so definitely going to be taking a look at that coin. Let's go ahead and pull it out. And wow, that is a nice looking older coin right there with a Denver on the back. I think this is definitely going to be pre-60s. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to get. 3, 2, 1. Nice, guys. 1948. Love the look of that coin. Let's see if we have 48 anywhere. Only for the S, it looks like, so no 1948 Denver. But we'll definitely be putting that one to the side and moving on here. All right, let's see if this one's going to bring us any more luck. I've been seeing a lot of really old-looking coins that ended up only being in the early 60s, which isn't really something that we pull out, at least not at this time. Of course, as coin collecting progresses, 1960s will become more and more scarce, I'm sure. We have another Denver here. I just want to check this one real quick. Yeah, I didn't have too high hopes for it. 1963 is the date on that one. So we'll go ahead and get on to the next one, guys, and I'll let you know if I find anything else. All right, guys, I think we might have something here. Just open this roll. I actually see a darker edge right here, but I'm more interested in this edge right here. This thing is shiny. I don't know if the camera's doing it any justice, but I think this is either going to be chrome plated in some sort of metal, or it's going to be a proof coin. I've never seen anything like it personally come out of the nickel roll. Usually when you look at edges, you're looking for a dark edge for that war nickel. But let's go ahead and pull this one out and see what we're going to get on it. I guess it could possibly be a foreign coin as well. So, oh, what in the world, guys? That's actually going to be a silver war nickel. And I think it definitely was plated. But looking at that, you can see we have the S up there above the Monticello. And flipping this over here, wow, that thing is shiny. 19 1942. So actually now thinking back on this, I have found one of these, I'm going to call it a chrome-plated silver war nickel before. I think it was about 3 years ago. So right on the end of this roll here, look at how shiny this coin is. I thought that it was just a newer coin, but then I saw that date, 1942. And you may or may not know, but 1942 they made both clad and silver nickels. So I was hopeful, turned it over to the back, and what do you know? It's got a P on top. That means that it's a silver nickel, guys. I don't remember pulling it out by the edge, but I do remember finding it because it's hard to forget. What an amazing find, man. That thing is just super shiny. And that is so cool. I don't know, it's got some weird stuff on the back. It looks like maybe a paper or gum or something, but let's go ahead and check out the collection over here to see if we actually need that one in the collection. I think we still need quite a few of the silver war nickels. So open up to the front page here, kind of in the war nickel section. You see we are missing quite a few of those. And it looks like the 1942S is still open. So that one is going to be going into the collection, believe it or not. Let's see if we have anything else in this roll. And to be honest with you guys, I have super high hopes that we're going to find another Buffalo out of this box, just because we've been getting so much good stuff, and we had the Buffalo nickel on the end, Buffalo nickel on the end. I just don't see any way that there isn't going to be another Buffalo nickel in this box. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we have anything else in here, guys. I'll have to check the lists over here to see if that 42S is going to be on the list. It looks like it's not, so we don't have a key date or low mintage coin on that, but definitely an odd find, definitely a good find. If you're actually looking to sell these silver war nickels, they go for about $1 a piece just in silver value alone right now. So even if you don't care about collecting, there is value just in the silver content of that coin. So it looks like that is going to be it for this roll, guys. We'll go ahead and get on to the next one. We're only 15 rolls in, and I'm having a blast. All right, so surprisingly and maybe somewhat miraculously, we just went through the last 9 rolls with pretty much nothing to show for it. We're on our 9th since I've turned the camera on. I did get this 1946 that's in pretty good shape. It turns out it's just a Philadelphia, so not super rare or anything like that, but we'll definitely take it to the side. Just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. I did get another one right here. This one's going to be a 1956, and it's going to be a Denver. So 2 more common coins right there, which is kind of weird. We've been finding really good coins, and now we're getting some of the more common stuff. I guess it all evens out in the end. So it looks like that roll was another dud for us. We still have half the box to go. We're at exactly the halfway point right now, so we'll go ahead and get into the second half and see if it has another Buffalo for us. So now that we are at the halfway point in the video, I want to take a little time to show you these coin roll hunting placemats that I've been using throughout the episode. So as you can see, the placemat has both a front and a back side. We've been using the back side quite a bit in today's video. The front side, not so much. Basically, we have all of the different types of coins that you can find while you're coin roll hunting nickels along the front side. Nice visuals for you as you're going through your rolls. And then on this back side, we have a scoring system that we use to rate the boxes, which I know today's is going to rate very highly. And then we have these really nice key date, low mintage, and low mintage Buffalo nickel ranges here that allow you to distinguish between what's rare and what isn't. And as you guys saw, we used it quite a bit today to find out what was rare. And this has only been the first half of the box, so I'm sure we're going to be using it more in the second half. But of course, guys, if you want to pick these up for yourself, you can head on over to quinscoins.com, and I'll be posting links down in the description below. Alright guys, so since this box was so incredible, I've decided to split the video up into 2 parts. So this is the end of part 1. Definitely be on the lookout for part 2 in the coming weeks. And thank you guys so much for watching. This has been an amazing box so far, and I can tell you that the second half is going to be just as good, if not better. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, because I post new videos like this every single week, always bringing you along with the hunts and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quinn, and this is Quin's Coins signing out, and I will see you in the next one.